Marshall, roll call.
Mr. Armour?
Here.
Mrs. Denny? Here. Mrs. Sessler? Here. Ms. Hilferty? Here. Mrs. Jones? Here. Mrs. Powell? Here. Mrs. Stone? Here. Mr. Tinsley?
Here. Next on the agenda is public comments. Number 3, items for board review. On the top of page 2. This motion is to approve 3.01 personnel professional and 3.02 personnel classified. Do I have this motion?
So moved. Second.
Questions or comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. 3.03 is the approval of minutes. This motion is to approve the minutes of the regular meeting of November 20th, 2017. Do I have this motion?
So moved. Second.
Questions or comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. 3.04 is a Chatsford Alternative Care, Inc. This motion is to approve the agreement of Chatsford Alternative Care, Inc. to provide varied types of professional and paraprofessional services to the children under the care and supervision of Penn Echo School District as presented. Do I have this motion?
So moved.
Questions or comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. 3.05 is the PlanCon Part F submission. This motion is to authorize and direct the administration and the architects to submit PlanCon F for the Sun Valley High School existing classroom renovations as presented. Do I have this motion?
Second.
Questions or comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. 3.06 is board member appointment. The appointment is to fill the vacant board seat. I would like to now open up nominations from the floor.
I nominate Catherine McGinley.
I nominate Kevin Scare. I nominate Bernie C. Solomon.
I would like to close nominations.
So moved. Second.
All right, now Ms. Marshall, our board secretary, is going to conduct and record the votes. Go in the order of the nominations.
The first motion is for Catherine McGinley. Mr. Armour.
No.
Mrs. Denny.
No.
Mrs. Essler.
No.
Ms. Hilferty.
No.
Mrs. Jones.
Yes.
Mrs. Powell.
No.
Mrs. Stone.
No.
Mr. Tinsley.
No.
Vote was 1-7. Motion fails. Next motion is for Kevin Scare. Mr. Armour.
No.
Mrs. Denny.
No.
Mrs. Essler.
Yes.
Ms. Hilferty.
No.
Mrs. Jones.
No.
Mrs. Powell.
No.
Mrs. Stone.
Yeah.
Mr. Tinsley.
No.
Vote is 2-6, motion fails. The last is for Bernie Seesaw. Mr. Armour.
Yes.
Mrs. Denny.
Yes.
Mrs. Essler.
No.
Ms. Hilferty.
No.
Mrs. Jones.
No.
Mrs. Powell.
Yes.
Mrs. Stone.
Yes.
Mr. Tinsley.
Yes.
The vote is 6-2, motion passes.
That'll be the motion itself. This motion is to fill the vacancy in the term of former school director, Mr. John Doherty, by selecting and appointing Bernie Seesaw as school director according to School Code Section 315, effective immediately. Do I have this motion?
So moved. Second.
Questions or comments? I do want to say, and I know that hopefully the board will agree. I think we had a really good list of candidates and really presented themselves very educated and very good responses to the interviews. So all 5 candidates. So I want to say thank you for your interest in joining the school board. With that, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Yes.
Ms. Bott, roll call. Yes.
Mr. Armour.
Yes.
Mr. Armour, sorry.
Yes.
Mrs. Denny.
Yes.
Mrs. Essler.
Yes.
Ms. Hilferty.
Yes.
Mrs. Jones.
No.
Mrs. Powell.
Yes.
Mrs. Stone.
Yes.
And Mr. Tinsley.
Yes.
7-1, motion passes.
Congratulations. 3.07 is the invoice listing. This motion is to approve the invoice listing for the period of 11/22 through 12/5/2017 as presented. Do I have this motion?
So moved. Second.
Questions or comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Number 4 on the agenda is comments by members of the public. Seeing none, comments by members of the board?
I just want to echo what Mr. Tinsley said with regards to the qualities and skills of the applicants for the vacant board position. As a superintendent, I stay out of the voting for that, as I should, but I've watched these interviews happen over the course of the last 10 years, and this year I think the board was very fortunate to have a number of people that were extremely well qualified, and certainly had to be a difficult decision. And I want to thank those interested members of the community for their interest in being considered for the position as well on behalf of the administration. Thank you.
I would like to also comment, 23 months to our next election, so please stick around and we'll put your names forward to the leader.
And any other comments by members of the board? No other business? Motion for adjournment?
So moved.
Motion for waiver of formalities?
So moved.
Next on the agenda is the election of a temporary chairman.
I nominate Kevin Tinsley to be the temporary chairman.
So moved.
Second. Motion to close nominations.
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. Number 4 is the presentations of the certificates of the election and the administration of oath to our newly elected board members.
Yes, it is our pleasure to have Judge Catherine Ann Durham come tonight to administer the oath of office. I want to thank you, Judge, for coming out this evening.
Pleasure.
It's great to have you here. The board would like to congratulate Catherine Hilferty on her election. We've received her certificate of election, and at this time, she can go up to have the oath of office administered by Judge Durham.
You absolutely have to do that. Please repeat after me. I think I turned it off. They don't let me touch things. I, Catherine Hilferty,
I, Catherine Hilferty,
having been elected to the office of school director
to the office of school director
for the school district of Pendelco,
for the school district of Pendelco,
county of Delaware,
county of Delaware,
and state of Pennsylvania,
and state of Pennsylvania,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support,
that I will support,
obey, and defend
obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and that I will discharge the duties
and that I will discharge the duties
of my office
of my office
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
Congratulations. You sure, Mom? Good job. And then I will sign all of these at the end. Is that all right? That's great. Thank you.
Next, we'd like to congratulate Ms. Dawn Jones on her election.
Please repeat after me. I, Dawn Jones,
I, Dawn Jones,
having been elected
having been elected
to the office of school director
to the office of school director
for the school district of Pendelco,
for the school district of Pendelco,
county of Delaware,
county of Delaware,
and state of Pennsylvania,
and state of Pennsylvania,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support,
that I will support,
obey, and defend
obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and that I will discharge
and that I will discharge
the duties of my office
the duties of my office
with fidelity.
with fidelity. Thank you. Thanks.
And I'm going to sign these all at the end.
Sure. No problem.
Next, the board would like to congratulate Ms. Colleen Powell on her election.
Please repeat after me. I am Colleen Powell,
I am Colleen Powell,
having been elected
having been elected
to the office of school director
to the office of school director
for the school district of Pendelco,
for the school district of Pendelco,
county of Delaware,
county of Delaware,
and state of Pennsylvania,
and state of Pennsylvania,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support,
that I will support,
obey, and defend
obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and that I will discharge
and that I will discharge
the duties of my office
the duties of my office
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
Very good.
Next, the board would like to congratulate Ms. Kate Denning on her election.
You don't want to know what she said. Please repeat after me. I, Katie Denny,
I, Katie Denny,
having been elected
having been elected
to the office of school director
to the office of school director
for the school district of Pendelco,
for the school district of Pendelco,
county of Delaware,
county of Delaware,
and state of Pennsylvania,
and state of Pennsylvania,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support,
that I will support,
obey, and defend
obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and that I will discharge the duties
and that I will discharge the duties
of my office
of my office
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
Congratulations. She said she feels sorry for me that I have to work with you.
Judge, after work, homie, we should have that, I don't care.
And the board would like to congratulate Bernie Seastock, who was appointed this evening in our special meeting prior to leaving.
Our child.
Thank you very much.
Please repeat after me. I, Bernie Seesaw,
I, Bernie Seesaw,
having been appointed
having been appointed
to the office of school director
to the office of school director
for the school district of
for
Pendelco,
the school district of Pendelco,
county of Delaware,
county of Delaware,
state of
state
Pennsylvania,
of Pennsylvania,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support,
that I will support,
obey, and defend
obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and that I will discharge
and that I will discharge
the duties of my office
the duties of my office
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Steinhoff.
Thank you, Joe.
You're welcome.
Could we get a picture of you and everyone who was just sworn in? Do you mind if we go?
Whatever your pleasure.
Number 5 on the agenda is comments by members of the public. Seeing none, the election of the president to serve for 1 year, beginning with this meeting of December 4th, 2017. This is section 404 of the school code. I will now open up nominations from the floor, and I would like to nominate Leon Armour.
So moved. Second.
I would like to close nominations.
So moved.
Okay.
Ms. Marshall?
This is roll call for Leon Armour as president of the school board. Mr. Armour?
Yes.
Mrs. Denny?
Yes.
Mr. Seesaw?
Yes.
Mrs. Essler?
Yes.
Ms. Hilferty?
Yes.
Mrs. Jones?
No.
Mrs. Powell?
Yes.
Mrs. Stone?
Yes.
Mr. Tinsley?
Yes.
The vote is 8-1 and the motion passes.
Number 7 is election of the vice president to serve for 1 year, beginning with this meeting, December 4th, section 404 school code. I'd like to open nominations from the floor.
I would like to nominate Kathy Hilferty.
So moved. Second.
Motion to close nominations.
So moved. Second.
Roll call.
This is the motion to elect Kathy Hilferty as vice president. Mr. Armour?
Yes.
Mrs. Denny?
Yes.
Mr. Seesaw?
Yes.
Mrs. Essler?
Yes.
Ms. Hilferty?
Yes.
Mrs. Jones?
No.
Mrs. Powell?
Yes.
Mrs. Stone?
Yes.
Mr. Tinsley?
Yes.
Motion passes 8-1.
Number 8 is appointment of solicitor, reference Public School Code 1949, section 408. It is administrative recommendation to approve the appointment of Michael V. Pupio Jr. Esquire as solicitor of the school district for a term through the reorganization meeting in December 2018, according to the terms presented. Do I have this motion?
So moved. Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Number 9 is the approval of time and place of the monthly meetings. Reference to Public School Code 1949, Section 404 and Section 421. This is the administrative recommendation to approve the school board regular meeting and committee meeting schedule for the period of January 17th, 2018 to December 3rd, 2018 as attached. All regular meetings of the school board are held at 7:30 in the school center building unless otherwise noted. Do I have this motion?
So moved. Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Number 10, appointment of Pendelco School Board Representative to PSBA Liaisons and Legislative Chairperson. Motion is to appoint Lisa Essler to the position of PSBA Liaisons and Legislative Chairperson for a one-year term until December 2018. Do I have this motion?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Number 11 is comments by members of the public. None. Number 12, comments by members of the board.
Mr. President, I have one comment. I've had the great privilege of being part of a team that has given me much more than I've given the past 4 years as your president. We're individuals with extraordinary ability, dedicated to serving the public by carrying out critical responsibilities for our district. To delegate successfully, leaders need to do one of the hardest things known to do: let go. That means letting go of the responsibility for getting that doesn't mean letting go of the responsibility for getting the job done, but it also means letting go of some of the details of how to do it. I had the privilege to be able to nominate Mr. Armour and Ms. Helferty for President and Vice President for the 2018 calendar year. They have my utmost support, as well as all of you. Having new leaders in these roles will give more an opportunity to develop leadership skills within our board. I'm willing to help train, mentor, so we will have more resources to call upon. And just wanted to let you know that it's been my honor to be able to serve you as president. I'm deeply indebted to the board and to George for this opportunity.
I just want to add, Kevin, I personally appreciate your service here, and I know we as a board and as a district, both you and John Doherty, who unfortunately isn't here tonight, but to thank publicly, have put in endless hours and dedication, commitment. We appreciate your service, and you have done really good work while you have been here. So thank you, and we're glad that you are still part of us and still a collaborating member of this team. So thank you.
I would echo what Mrs. Stone said, and Mr. Tinsley, thank you for your service and your leadership capacity. You and I have been on the board together for much longer than 4 years, but certainly the relationship between the superintendent and the board president is important, and you've always treated the district so fairly, and I appreciate that, so you will be missed. I would agree that we are fortunate to have great successors filling your shoes. You've put in many, many hours. The district has really accomplished some great things in the last couple of years thanks to the work of this board, and it's certainly no small credit to your part as well as leader of that. I don't think we'll have a board president who will do a rap song at the welcome back day for the teachers, and the way you were willing to do that, they loved it, and they appreciated the fact that you're always very approachable and you always listen to their issues. And we'll certainly like to welcome our new board officers, and I look forward to working with you and our entire administrative team for certain. Thank you.
Number 13 is future meetings. Wednesday, January 17th, 7:30 here at the Service Center will be our study session. And Wednesday, January 24th, 7:30 here at the Service Center will be our business meeting. Motion for adjournment?
So moved. Second.